Hello, my friends. Welcome to my home studio in the beautiful Catskill Mountains in upstate New York. I'm John Morrell, and I know it's been a while. It has been a while. I apologize. Been really busy vacationing, honestly, and then going to the gym and working, life in general, right? So it's been busy, but I'm going to try to get back into it. And I didn't forget. I know I promised to do a top 10 niche fragrance video. I did not forget about that, so I will get into it. But I'm doing a tag video. I'm here because Tyler tagged me. You in a bottle, right? So fragrances that are you in a bottle, and he did 4. I'm going to do 4, and yeah. So let's do it. John Morrell fragrance review. Here comes with the swag. Fresh and dope like heroin soap. That man's got swag. All right, so first fragrance we're going to talk about here. It's me in a bottle, and you probably know. And by the way, these aren't necessarily my favorite, but I think it just so happens that all of these would probably be in my top 10 of all time. Probably. I mean, that sort of thing changes, right? But this one, I think you all know I would include, so I'm just going to get it over with. And it's John Vervato's Dark Rebel. This is a fragrance that when I was traveling out of town for work all the time, which I'm not doing as much now because of the pandemic. And luckily, I guess I can do a lot of this from my home studio, right? But this is the fragrance I would wear. This is the one I'd have on the road with me. I would wear it every day. I would go out after the recording studio out of town, or of our affiliate studios, whether it be Chicago, whether it be Grand Rapids, Michigan, whether it be Tampa. And I would go out afterwards, maybe have a couple drinks, grab a bite to eat. And I would always wear this, right? I would wear this, I'd go out, I'd have a short sleeve shirt on after work. I'd take off my sports jacket, my, whatever. And I would just dress down, and I would wear a t-shirt, jeans, and I would go out, and this would be the fragrance I wear. I just love it. It's everything I like in a bottle. It's tobacco, leather, sugar, rum. I mean, this is to die for. The performance isn't the greatest, but hey, I just reapply it. I did have a backup bottle, which I gave away to someone as a present. Brand new, still wrapped. And I gave it because I love it so much. And I said, hey, you know what? Let's pass it on. Because I have so many fragrances. Although I do love this, I don't wear quite as much as I used to, but it is still one of my all-time favorites, and it is me in a bottle. So John Vervato's Dark Rebel, tough to get now. You can get it on eBay, and they're selling it for basically what it was at retail in the beginning at this point. So I'd grab a bottle if you can, because it is pretty dark, mysterious, and I think it's pretty sexy. Next fragrance is a fragrance that changed the way I looked at fragrances. So when I first started just collecting fragrances, I did it just because I have the money to do it, and I like smelling good. I mean, that was my reason, right? I like smelling good, and I have money, so I just buy whatever. This fragrance changed the way I thought about fragrances. To me, this was the first one that was art. Like, to me, when I smelled this, I was like, this is art. And you might be thinking it's a Ventus. It's not. I have a Ventus, and I bought a Ventus, and I wasn't love at first sniff. I sprayed it on. I bought it retail. I sprayed it on, and I walked around the mall, and I kept sniffing myself and going, oh yeah, this is good. I like this. And I went back and bought it. This one's different. I bought this, and I loved it from the second I smelled it. And I said, this is art. This is why some people buy fragrances. And after that, it was kind of what I was looking for in fragrances when I bought them. So anyway, what I'm talking about is Roja's Elysium. This fragrance is to die for. Fingerprint magnet, as you can see. I probably should have wiped it off, but this thing is a compliment magnet, but it's just stunning in every way. And I wore this when I went on vacation with my family. I wore this the entire time I was at Disney, and so I have these fond memories as well of wearing this at Disney. It's just a stunning fragrance, and it has, again, a lot of notes that I just absolutely love in it. I love a lemon, a lime top. It has grapefruit, which I do enjoy. And of course, everyone who watches the channel knows I do love my ambergris, and this has ambergris in it. From everything from and I get a good performance out of this. I've seen people complain about the performance in this, and I always feel like when people complain about the performance in certain fragrances, not all, some don't perform well. I get that. But when people complain about performance in a fragrance like this, I always feel like it's because they love the opening, and as it dries down, it may not smell exactly the same, and that's what they're missing. So they're not saying, I think when people say, oh, it doesn't perform well, what they really mean are the top notes don't perform well, and that's the case in many fragrances. I get a good 7 hours out of this. I do. For a fresh fragrance, it's pretty darn amazing. I get 7 hours out of it. I do like the dry down. It has more of that animalic dry down. I get that ambery animalic kind of tone throughout it, but it really gets like that as it dries down. So I love that fragrance, and it is me in a bottle. It really is, because it changed the way I collect fragrances, and just all those fond memories. So again, Roja's Elysium. So this next fragrance is a nostalgic fragrance for me, although it's not that old of a fragrance. As a matter of fact, I've only had it for about a year, but it resembles another fragrance, but took it to a whole new level. So when I was young, maybe many of you were like this, I would, when I say that 15, 16, 17, 18, my teens, I would go to the mall. And my whole goal as a young man, young boy, whatever, teen, was to find girls around my age and try to get their phone number and try to hook up with girls. That's what I was doing when I was young. Trying to find a girlfriend or trying to find someone to date or whatever. It was like the excitement of seeing a beautiful girl in the mall and just walking right up to her and talk to her. I would do that. And anyway, this fragrance reminds me of that because it smells like another fragrance that would just be wafting through this store or in front of the store, and it's Abercrombie and Fitch. Fierce, they pump that fragrance. Well, this is not that fragrance, but it does resemble it, but it's taken it to a whole new stratosphere. And I'm talking about Percival. Percival by Parfums de Marly has just, yes, it resembles Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. However, it has more floral components. It lasts. It is forever lasting. This is an 8 to 9 hour fragrance on me, and it projects like a beast, and it is a compliment magnet. And maybe a lot of that is for the same reason I love it. Maybe because people go, oh boy, that's familiar, and everyone, come on, let's face it, everyone loved walking by Abercrombie and smelling Fierce pumping out into the front of that store. This is just on another level. I think first of all, it's all year. It's more dense than Fierce. And it's just better. It is, I would say, 100 times, in my opinion, 100 times better, more advanced than Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. Percival is absolutely stunning. And I think it's appropriate all times of the year because it is so dense. So you can wear it, but you can't, because it's so bright, so floral, and it has some citrus, of course, but you can wear this in the summer. You can wear it spring. You can wear it fall, winter. It's appropriate, and it's appropriate for every occasion. You can wear this dressed up for sure, but I think you wear this dressed down as well. You can wear this with a sweatshirt. This is just an all-around, just amazing fragrance, and it's pricey, and it's totally worth it. I often, I think retail this goes for, I don't know, $300 or something like that, or maybe $280. I'm not 100% because I never pay retail, but you can get this if you look. I'll give you an example. Forever Luxe. Forever Luxe is they have a website, but they're also a very reputable eBay seller, and they sometimes sell fragrances on eBay for less than they sell them on their website, which is cool, I guess, and it's free shipping. So places like that, you can get this for like $180. Right. And to me, this is a 4, I think. Right. They don't 4.2. I think it's a 4.2 ounce. So 4.2 ounces for 180 of that fragrance, well worth it. So that is my third fragrance. And again, because it just brings me back, but in a more grown up, more elegant level, but it does bring me back to those days in the mall. Right. So when you were young. This next fragrance is something I connected to immediately. Again, fairly new fragrance to my collection. Not super new. In fact, I've had it for so long, I've gotten a backup bottle. I got it the day it came out, pretty much. But this is a fragrance that I connected with right away, and it's because I call this like an outdoor. If you watch my channel, you know what I'm talking about. I've called this like an outdoor festival fragrance in a bottle. It's an outdoor festival in a bottle, right? That's the kind of fragrance this is, and but it's a happy fragrance. I smell this and it just makes me happy. I can't get enough of it, so I got a second bottle because it was a limited time run, so it's not easy to get. I did have my man Bearded and Winning on Instagram. Bearded and Winning on Instagram. He searched out my backup bottle. So I want to thank him very much for that because I needed it. Because I wear this a lot more now. I wasn't. I was conserving it, right? I didn't want to wear it a lot because I only had one bottle of it. And I was worried. And this is a fragrance that the reason that it's me in a bottle is I think it gets along with everybody. I'm the person, I have friends who say that, no matter where, how do you do it? No matter where you go, you're comfortable. Like I can go anywhere. I can go to any party. I can go to somewhere where I don't know anyone and I can be comfortable. When I walk into the room, I don't feel awkward. I'll walk up to anybody and talk to anybody. I can get along with pretty much everyone. And so it's something my friends always say about me. My wife says as well. She teases me about it because she's not like that. She always says, you have a new friend? So, but that is something that I do, and this fragrance to me is like that. And I'm talking about Brass and Soul by Stay Fresh Productions and Zaharoff. And this fragrance, oh man, the top notes are water notes, mandarin orange, juniper, and then the mid is gin. I'm not going to go through every note, but it has gin, and it does have a jasmine, lily of the valley. And the dry down, listen, the dry down always keeps a little bit of that mandarin orange to me, but it has the cedar, the amber, vanilla. This fragrance is just unbelievable. And I get an amazing longevity out of this. I do. This is another one that is and it's a fairly fresher fragrance. But again, I think this can be worn all year. And I get 8-9 hours out of this. This is just an unbelievable fragrance to me. So, George and Stay Fresh Productions, Justin, they hit it out of the park with this one. This is just something, again, I do think it's me in a bottle because this is a fragrance that gets along with anyone, and that's me. I do get along with anyone, and I try my best. And actually, I don't try, just do it. And if I don't get along, I always say, if you and I don't get along, there's something wrong with you. Right? So there you go. There are my 4 fragrances, and I want to thank Tyler very much for tagging me in this video. And here's my idea. I'm not going to tag anyone specific because no one ever does it. The fragrance reviewers don't do tags, like when I tag them at least. I don't know. And so here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to tag all of you, my viewers. And what I mean is, listen, I never say, you never hear me in my videos say things like, hit the like button or, subscribe to my channel, because I figure if you want to subscribe, you'll do it. If you want to like it, you'll do it. If you want to comment, you'll do it. So I don't do that. And I don't often give out my information like my Instagram, but I'm going to do that because here's my idea. I'm tagging all my viewers. And if you would like to do, just even if it's one, a fragrance, or you can do multiple fragrances that, again, you in a bottle, okay? You can do that on your Instagram. Tag me in it. My Instagram is the John Morell. Okay, the John Morell, and Morell is Murrell. And if you want to follow me, you could do that, of course. But tag me. Do a quick video on your Instagram telling me, "Hey, this is me in a bottle," or "These are me in a bottle," and tag me in it. That'd be cool, and I'll pass it along, right? That's who I'm going to tag. I'm going to tag all of you. Okay, but if you're all welcome to follow me on Instagram, and I want to thank you for watching. And I apologize for not being around. I'll do more. Well, I did. It was a viewer who said, "Hey, can you do top 10 niche fragrances?" And I will do that. I'm not gonna forget. I swear. That'll be the next thing I do. But if you guys have ideas for videos, if you want a specific fragrance reviewed, you can let me know. If I have it, I'll do it. I probably won't go out and buy it just to review it, because if I wanted it, I probably would have bought it, right? Who knows? Who knows, right? But I want to thank everybody very much. You guys are awesome, like usual. And you know what's up. We out. John Morell Fragrance Review.
Here comes the swag. Fresh and dope like heroin soap. That man's got swag.